Hi, this is Kristin Hart coming from this gorgeous CityPlace where we're going to be doing some yoga poses, starting with sun salutations. This is something you can do here with safe distance from your neighbors or at home, maybe your backyard. Even your kids can give this a try. Let's go ahead and start by getting this body warmed up. Let's stand nice and tall, reach with the fingertips, feel your feet grounded to the ground. Let's inhale up, swan dive down. Placing your hands on your shins, long, strong spine into monkey or flight. As we fold forward, let's step our right foot back to a lunge position. Find your place in lunge, like you're on railroad tracks, those feet are wide. Let's dive down, stepping your other foot back to a plank position. You can be on your knees or your toes, engage your abdominals. Let's lower the body. If you need to, go all the way down. If you'd like, you can hover above the floor. Let's begin to lift the chest into cobra or extend those arms into upward facing dog. As you push back, feel free to go through tabletop. Tuck your toes into downward facing dog. Nice stretch into those hamstrings, extend your arms, head between them. Let's look to our hands and bring our right foot forward to a lunge. Bringing the body up into that lunge position. Breathe. Let's bring the weight forward to a forward fold. You can't reach to those toes, that's okay. Hands to the shins. Let's sink our tailbone into a chair pose. Inhale, rise. Let's do the other side. Exhale, swan dive down. As you lift and lengthen your spine, monkey or flight. Let's dive and step our left foot back to a lunge. Find your place in lunge. Dive. Let's step that right foot back to a plank. Remember, knees or toes. Let's lower the body. You can go all the way down or chaturanga, hovering above the floor. Scoop to cobra up dog. And let's tuck those toes. Feel free again going through tabletop or straight to downward facing dog. Let's look to the hands and step your left foot forward into a lunge. Find your place in lunge. Bring your weight forward to a forward fold. Let's sink your tailbone into a chair. Drop the shoulders, lift the chest. Inhale, rise. Swan dive down. And let's step back to tabletop. From here, let's sink all the way back into child's pose. A great spot to stretch your back. You can breathe, take a moment. Deep belly breath. Let's sweep those arms around back above our head and come up into tabletop. As you inhale, drop your belly. And exhale, round. Cat-cow, great for the back. And let's tuck those toes as we lift to that downward facing dog. This is a great stretch for the back of the legs, the calves. You can cycle your heels. If your wrists bother you, press your fingertips deeper into the ground. Head between the arms. Engage your thighs. And let's go ahead and look back to the hands and let's step our right foot forward. We're going to come into what we call a warrior pose. Let's bring the body up. Now we're not on railroad tracks. We're on a tightrope, straight line from the heel through the arch of the back foot. Get your hips around into warrior one. Feeling the strength in the legs. Let's watch those fingertips as they float behind us into reverse warrior. This is a good stretch from the front of your thigh all the way up the front body. Relax the shoulders, lift the heart, and breathe. From here, let's dive down, gently lowering your left knee to the ground. And let's get a little bit more stretch into this hip flexor. Those of us sitting at a desk all the time could use a little opening of this. If you're not very flexible, this might be as far as you go. If you'd like a little bit more, you can rise up, pressing that hip forward, squeezing the butt cheek on the back side to engage that active stretch. And then let's shift the hips backwards so we can get a nice hamstring stretch. Back of the right leg. Create that long, strong spine and then hinge forward. Breathing down the back of the leg. And then let's sweep that leg back around as we come back to our child's pose. And you can do the same sequence on the other side, getting those stretches. And again, we hope to see you at CityPlace with a little bit of distance, social distancing from your neighbors, or try this at home.